What's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist and today just got some new Dark Magician support. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell in there so you can get burn notification squad, and definitely check the Patreon down in the description below for all those awesome rewards. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out this new support. So first off, these cards are actually going to be released in the Tactical Tri-Pack, which is awesome, and I'm so excited for more Dark Magician support. So this is actually what the pack is going to be, because they're actually going to release Dark Magician support, Masked Hero support, and also Makonko support in this one pack. But let's go ahead and see what the new Dark Magician cards do. So first off, we have a new Dark Magician fusion that's actually based on Magician of Black Chaos, which is so cool and so nostalgic. So let's see what this card actually does. So this card is a level 8 Dark Spellcaster fusion effect monster called Dark Magician of Destruction, which sounds amazing. And this card has 2,800 attack points and 2,600 defense points, and requires a Dark Magician plus a light or a dark monster to actually make this card, which is super easy to actually do. So this card has the ability must either be fusion summoned or special summoned from your X deck by banishing one level 6 or higher Dark Spellcaster monster you control during the turn a spell card or effect was previously activated. That is ridiculously easy to actually summon. This card practically is a Link 1 in this deck. That is so easy to actually summon, because you can even summon out your copy of Apprentice Illusion Magician and then activate any spell card to be able to just banish it and summon this card out to your side of the field. That is so easy to summon. So this card's abilities are, this card's name becomes Dark Magician while faceable on the field or in the graveyard, meaning we can use this with a bunch of different Dark Magician support cards, which is awesome. And for the second effect, if this card is special summon, you can add a Dark Magician or a card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. This card practically is a Link 1 monster. That is actually insane, because it's so easy to summon out to your side of the field that you basically use this card as the Stratos of the Dark Magician deck now, and that is actually ridiculously good. This card is amazing, because even if you bring it back to your side of the field, if it's special summon, you just get to add another card every single turn, which is actually crazy. This card is definitely going to see play in the Dark Magician deck, at least a 2 of, maybe even a 3 of, probably just a 2 of though in the Dark Magician decks, but this card is actually really cool. So for the next card, we do have a new Timaeus fusion, which is awesome looking, and this card just looks like an armored version of Timaeus, but it doesn't actually have Dark Magician in the artwork, which is actually really interesting. But this card is called Timaeus, the United Magi Dragon. And this card is a light dragon fusion effect monster that is a level 10 with 2,800 attack and 1,800 defense points, with the ability that it requires a Dark Magician or a Dark Magician girl plus a dragon or a spellcaster monster. Now that's very easy to actually do in the Dark Magician deck to instantly bring this card out to your side of the field, because we easily can get Dark Magician and a dragon or spellcaster into a fusion play. So this card is actually going to be very easy to be able to summon out to your field. But let's see if it has some broken abilities. That you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn, but after this card is special summoned until the end of your next turn, this card is unaffected by other cards' effects. Now that's a pretty cool ability. This card is just a towers-like monster that you're going to be able to summon out to your side of the field, and that's actually a pretty cool effect. For the second effect, if this card battles during damage calculation, you can make this card gain 100 attack for each spell card in the graveyards and banishment, which is actually a pretty cool ability as well to make this card get absolutely massive on your side of the field, and it counts both players because it says graveyard and banishment, which is pretty cool. And for the third effect, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can try to spell a trap on the field and destroy it. Now that's a pretty cool ability, just to be able to instantly pop a spell or trap during your opponent's turn as a quick effect, to be able to use it as a disruption, and this card plus like a Dragoon on your side of the field is going to be actually insane. So this card is actually very good and definitely going to be probably just a one of in the Dark Magician deck because it's pretty easy to actually summon. All I have to do is put a Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl plus a Dragon or Spellcaster to make this card, but the new Dark Magician of Destruction is still a little bit better because this card is just so easy to summon, dude. This card is so broken easy to summon. Okay, so what else do we have? We do have a new spell card. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, what does this do? This card is called the Gaze of Timaeus, like the Eye of Timaeus, but the Gaze. So this card is a quick play spell, and you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. That you can target a Dark Magician or a Dark Magician Girl you control or in your graveyard, that's interesting, to be able to fusion summon one fusion monster from your X deck that mentions it as a material by shuffling that monster into the deck, but banish it during the end phase of the next turn, and this is treated as a special summon with the Eye of Timaeus. Oh man, we finally have a searchable Eye of Timaeus. This card fixes the Eye of Timaeus where we actually can search the Eye of Timaeus now, because this card makes it so you can basically summon out a monster the same way as your Eye of Timaeus by recycling resources instead, and it's actually really good. This card is actually very good for the Dark Magician deck, probably just a one or a two of in the deck, but it's a great thing that we finally have another way to be able to summon out our different fusion monsters to our side of the field, and it makes it very easy to actually summon out the Timaeus, the United Magi Dragon, which is really, really cool. And God, that armor just looks so good. That armor looks amazing on that card, and I love how the runes are actually like floating around. Like, it just looks really, really cool, and I absolutely love these new cards. This is actually really, really cool. I think there's only 3 new cards, and we do get an alternative artwork as well for Secrets of Dark Magic, which is awesome. This card looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm definitely going to be using the alternative art because it does have the Magician of Black Chaos on it, which is one of my favorite cards from the original anime, which is just so cool. And I love that they've actually given us a new artwork for this card, because it's one of my favorite Dark Magician cards, because it gives you so much utility to be able to summon out so many different cards. Being able to ritual summon or being able to fusion summon using this card is just amazing. And it's great that we're actually getting an alternative art for this card. I'm definitely going to be playing this version of the card when it is released. But we also have some really cool reprints as well for this particular tactical tri-pack. Even Red Eye's Dark Dragoon, the original Eye of Timaeus, that's pretty cool. Basically everything that you would actually need for Dark Magician deck, even giving us cards like Selene and Artemis, which is awesome. And I love that they're actually reprinting Eternal Soul and Magician's Salvation, which is just amazing, especially because the new Dark Magician of Destruction actually counts as Dark Magician while facing on the field or in the graveyard, which is so cool. The only downside of this card is you can only special summon this card once per turn this way, and no matter which method you use, which is totally easy to be able to just instantly bring this card out to your side of the field every single turn. But the takeaways from all this new support is this card is basically a Link 1. It's so easy to summon out to your side of the field, because all you have to do is just banish a level 6 or higher Dark Spellcaster monster you control during the same turn that you activated a spell card, which is so easy to do in the Dark Magician deck. All you have to do is activate a card like Soul Servant, and then once you do, you can basically just make this card. You can even activate cards like Dark Magical Circle, Call by the Grave, Triple Tactic Talent, Thrust. Any of those cards will actually make it go off so that you can actually summon this card, and it's definitely going to make Apprentice Illusion Magician see play, because it means that you can just ban or discard any card and then summon it out to your side of the field, search a Dark Magician, and then once you do, you can basically just banish it and summon this card out to your side of the field. And it's just so easy to summon to your side of the field, which is awesome, and it's just really, really good support. This card is definitely probably a 2 of in the X deck, and it's just so good for this archetype. And this card's probably a 1 of, and I do think the Gaze of Timaeus might be a 1 of, maybe a 2 of in the archetype or in the deck, and probably just a 1 of because it is technically searchable, which is awesome. And it's really nice to finally have some more Dark Magician support. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit that bell there so you can become part of notification squad, because I will be making a video about the new hero cards and about the Makongo cards when they do get released. So definitely be on the lookout for that, because this is going to be a very cool pack that's going to give us a lot of really cool support to be able to make all of those archetypes a lot better. So that's going to do this one, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell there so you can become part of notification squad. We'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.